Hey, what's up guys, this is Vimal here and welcome back to another video on my channel. So Samsung has been launching some awesome phones in the past few weeks and I finally got my hands on this brand new Galaxy A50 as well as M30. They've launched yesterday. I was actually supposed to get these review units 2 or 3 days ago before the launch, but there were some issues with the courier and the package went back to the company. And the company had to ship the package to me again. And as soon as I got them, I sat down to make this video. Alright, so in this video what we'll be doing is, I'll be unboxing the Galaxy A50 and give my quick review on this phone. So let's get started with the video. And yeah, you might be thinking, why do we have these many phones over here? Actually, the company sent 2 of these phones for me, the A50 and M30, and 2 for my dad. My dad makes videos in Telugu, so if you guys watch videos in Telugu, like tech videos in Telugu, do check out his channel. I'll leave link to it in the description box below. So let's get started with the video. Alright guys, so the Galaxy A50 comes in this sort of box packing. This phone comes in 2 variants, 4 plus 64 and 6 plus 64 GB variants. I've got the 4 plus 64 GB model. So it comes in this simple white box, looks very decent. You've got the A50 branding and a picture of the phone on the front. Let's see what else is written on the box. On the left, you've got the Samsung Galaxy A50 branding, and coming to the pricing details, the price on the box says 21,000 rupees, but it actually sells for around 19,000 change. I'll leave the exact pricing details in the description box below. This phone comes in 3 colors guys, black, blue and white. I've got the standard black color variant. Alright, now let's check out the specs of this phone. We've got the specs at the back side. The special features about this phone is it's got that 6.4-inch Infinity U display, has triple camera. The camera on this phone is really special guys. We'll talk about that later in the video. And for the first time, Samsung is actually giving an on-screen fingerprint reader on a phone in this price range guys. For 19,000, Samsung is giving you an optical on-screen fingerprint scanner. And these are rest of its features. It supports 4G LTE, has an octa-core processor, and yes, it's got that new Exynos 9610 octa-core processor. It's based on that new 10nm process. We'll talk about that later. It's got a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus display, and yes, it is Super AMOLED. So these are the cameras we've got at the back side. There's a 25 megapixel primary camera, a 5 megapixel for depth sensing, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. And on the front, you've got a 25 megapixel f2 camera. And yes, as I've told you, this is the 4 plus 64 GB variant. And going to the bottom, it says it supports Indian SIM cards only. Well, these were all the specs and overview on the box. Now let's get started with the unboxing. Let me grab my knife and cut this out of cover. I want to thank Samsung India for sending me this product for review. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's get started with the unboxing. So here is the phone guys, we've got the Galaxy A50 at the top. Let me take it out. And yes, this is the standard black color variant. Pretty nice. We'll check out the phone in a moment. First, let's see what else do we have in the box. So in the box, you get this Samsung's fast charger. Let me show you the output. It can give 9 volts at 1.67 amps or 5 volts at 2 amps. So yeah, this is Samsung's adaptive fast charger. And along with that, you get a USB Type-C cable for charging and data transfer. And you also get a pair of earphones. Let me show them to you. Let me just remove them. So here they are guys. These are not in-ear type. They're the standard earphones. The quality doesn't look that good, so don't expect high quality audio from them. It's got a button over here, multifunction button. And also has a microphone. So we have to test how the audio quality sounds on them. Let me just put them aside. And along with that, in the box, you also get a SIM ejection tool. And yes, I totally forgot. You also have an accessory box over here stuck at the top. Let me take it out. I guess we've got a case inside it. Let's just open it and see. There you go. You've got some paperwork. It's a quick start guide and a warranty card. Just make sure to read them for all the info on the product. And here is the case. It's a soft silicone TPU material case and the quality looks nice. So these are all the items you got in the box guys. Now what I'll do is I'll just keep them aside and then we'll check out the phone. Alright guys, so here is our phone, the Samsung's brand new Galaxy A50. Comes nicely packed. Let me just remove this outer cover on it. There you go. Wow. Just look at this bag. Looks so beautiful. It's got this nice rainbow effect when light falls on it and looks absolutely stunning. Okay, so this is how the phone feels like. It's not that big in hand, but feels really comfortable to hold. So let me just give you an overview on the phone. At the top, you've got this 25 megapixel f2 front facing camera and also has this new Infinity U notch over here. And that's it guys, there's nothing else on the front. Coming to the display, it's got a 6.4 inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display. We'll talk about the display once I power it on. So going to the right side, you've got a volume rocker over here and a power on off button. The quality of the buttons are also nice, they feel tactile and clicky. And going to the top, you've just got a secondary noise cancellation mic. So on the left side, you've got a SIM card slot. So let me just take it out and show you. I think we've got a traditional type SIM card tray with a separate micro SD card. Let's just confirm that. Yep, we've got a separate dedicated slot for micro SD card and 2 more slots for nano SIMs. And this is how the bottom side looks like. You've got a 3.5mm headphone jack, a USB Type-C port, a primary microphone and a speaker grill. It's got a single down-firing speaker. And this is how the back side looks like. I've already shown you this, right? It's got this beautiful rainbow effect when light falls on it. Coming to the build quality, I think this is made of plastic. It looks like glass, but I'm not sure this is glass. I definitely think this is plastic. We'll talk about the build quality later in the full review. This is just an unboxing and initial impressions on it. You've got the Samsung logo over here, the Samsung branding, and at the top you've got its triple camera setup. So coming to the camera guys, we've got a triple camera setup at the back. One is a 25 megapixel primary camera, it's got an f1.7 aperture, and the other is an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera with 123-degree wide angle lens, and the third one is a 5 megapixel depth sensing camera. We'll talk about the cameras later. So what I'll do now is I'll just power on the phone and see if it's got some juice in it. And by the time the phone boots up, let's just go through the specs of this phone. The Samsung Galaxy A50 has a 6.4 inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED Infinity U display. It's powered by Samsung's brand new Exynos 9610 octa-core CPU, which is based on that new 10nm process, has 4 plus 64GB RAM and also comes in 6 plus 64GB variant. And the storage on it is also expandable up to 512GB using a micro SD card. Coming to the cameras, it's got a triple rear camera setup at the back. One is a 25 megapixel f1.7 made specially for low light, and the second one is an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera with f2.2 aperture, and the third one is a 5 megapixel camera made specially for depth sensing. And on the front, it's got a 25 megapixel f2 camera. Talking about the battery, it's got a super huge 4000 mAh battery and also supports 15 watts fast charging. So that was our quick look at the specs. Now let's check out the phone. Alright guys, I'm back. So the phone has finally booted up and I've also gone through the setup process. So let me tell you about the in-hand feel and comfort from my first impressions. The phone feels pretty lightweight, it's not that heavy, and also feels pretty comfortable to hold it. Talking about the on-screen fingerprint scanner, I've also set it up. Let's just quickly put it to a test and see how it performs. Okay. That was quick. Yep, as you can see, the fingerprint scanner on it was working well. It was accurately unlocking the phone almost all the time. So this is how the display on the new Galaxy A50 looks like. It's got a Super AMOLED Infinity U display and looks very nice. It's a very beautiful display. You can see the U notch at the top, Infinity U notch, and the bezels on this phone are also very thin. A very attractive phone. And as I've told you previously, this phone runs on Android 9 Pie out of the box and has the Samsung's new One UI. Let me just give you a quick overview over here. This is the launcher, pretty fast. Okay, very nice. I really like this Samsung's new One UI. Let's check out the settings. So this is how the new Samsung's One UI looks like. It's pretty much the same as found on the S9 and the S10. Going to the About Phone and Software Info, as you can see, it says it runs on One UI version 1.1 and the Android version is 9, which is Pie. Let me show you the Easter egg. There you go. And the security patch it's running is February 2019. Let's check out how much storage is available on it out of the box. This is the 64GB model, and out of the box you get around 50GB of usable space. So the total available space is 49.3GB. That is plenty of storage. If you want more, you can also add a micro SD card and increase the storage up to 512GB. Well, the phone really feels smooth on the overall. Pretty nice from my first impressions. This is how the notifications panel looks like, the new One UI. Okay, now let's just play a YouTube video and have a quick look at how the display looks like and also about the sound quality. Let me just quickly open YouTube and play one of my videos. The Moza Air 2 features an angled roll axis motor. It is placed below the camera at a certain angle. So as you can see from my first impressions, I can definitely tell the display looks very beautiful. The bezels on it are very thin. The display is sharp, bright, and the colors are also very nice. And the sound is also not bad. It's pretty loud and crisp and clear. We'll talk about in detail about the display and the sound in the full review video. This is just an unboxing and initial impressions. I've also done some benchmarks on this phone. Let me show you. I've installed AnTuTu and ran benchmarks. So on AnTuTu, I got a score of around 1,44,954, which is pretty close to the Snapdragon 660 guys and somewhat slightly better than that. But I'll have to put this to a test and see how it performs in real world. Like how the overall phone feels like, the smoothness, the overall UI feels, and also how it performs in the gaming. Let me also quickly show you the Geekbench 4 scores. So on Geekbench 4, it got a single core score of around 1716 and a multi-core score of around 5289. Pretty good score for the price. And here's the list of all available sensors on this phone. Just have a look at them. Now let's also quickly open the camera app and see how the interface looks like. So this is how the interface on the camera app looks like. Pretty similar to my Samsung S9 Plus. On the bottom you've got a shutter button. You've got the gallery over here, camera toggle. You've got all the modes over here like photo mode, video mode. It also has slow motion, hyperlapse, and there's also pro mode. And at the top you've got Bixby Vision, AR emoji, and all the regular camera settings. Okay, let's just quickly take some photos and see how fast the shutter is. Not bad, pretty fast. And you see the switch over here. By pressing this button you can switch to the ultra wide angle shot. This is ultra wide angle 123 degrees and this is a normal one. You see the difference? So that was my unboxing and initial impressions on Samsung's brand new Galaxy A50. The phone looks very promising for the price. It's got this beautiful 6.4-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display. The speaker on it looks nice and the camera also looks very special. I'll have to do a lot of testing on this phone, and so I'll be using this phone for a few days before I can give my full review on it. In the full review, we'll talk about the gaming performance, how the camera quality is, both the rear triple cameras and the front 25 megapixel one, and yes, we'll also talk about the cellular quality and all that in the full review video. So that was it for today guys. I'll stop the video over here. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more new awesome videos. And I'll see you in the next one.